how's it going, everybody?
What's up?
Hey.
Welcome to a very special, incredibly special episode of the SpaZcast podcast. I'm your host. I'm Z. I'm here with everybody. I got Kay, Bobby, Garrett, and Tony.
We're here, the group.
Yep. Hey, everybody. Like I said, this is very special because we have an amazing guest on the show.
We do.
Right now. This is fucking exciting. I'm just gonna say that
shaking.
right now.
We're all
This is
shaking.
exciting.
She's pretty awesome.
She's pretty sweet. So
Who is this she?
Who is the she? This is okay. I got a list of things that she does for this particular company sitting right in front of me right now. We have co-director of RTX. We have community manager. I even wrote down professional voice actor because, in my opinion, that's what she is because she voices Yang on RWBY.
My goodness.
We have yeah, my goodness, I know. Like even you didn't know you did that much shit. That's awesome. We have the one and only Barbara Dunkelman.
Yay,
Barbara!
Clap hands.
Stop it, you.
Barbara, thank you so much for being with us. This is amazing. This is just too cool.
It's very, very cool.
Very happy to be on, and it's always cool with new podcasts starting out to be able to kind of help them out every now and then. So I'm very glad I could help you guys out in any way.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, we really, really do. So I think I know that there's one thing that a lot of people know about you is that you're pretty infamous for your puns. And unlike Bernie,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
yeah, it's unfortunate. Unlike Bernie, we absolutely love puns. So please feel free to throw in as many as possible.
Well, I apologize if there's people listening to this who don't like them because I'm sure they will come out at some point.
Well, they can just go fuck off then.
Yeah.
If they don't like puns, they could just leave.
Just don't listen to our podcast.
Yeah, just
all
hit
right?
mute and just wait till the end.
Yeah.
Or something. So, anyway, like we said before, you are co-director of RTX, and that's obviously in Austin. Unfortunately, it really sucks that, I haven't been able to get out there to go. I really want to go, so bad. But my question is, this is probably a pretty obvious one. Do you guys, plan in, the near future or, maybe further down the road to have RTX in, other cities?
It's not something we've completely discounted. I think Gus and I especially want to kind of improve the event as much as we can here in Austin and kind of make it as big as it could get here.
Yeah.
And once we do that and once we actually perfect it, which might take a while, that's probably when we'll consider going other places. But I don't know if we're thinking about other cities in the U.S. or other countries. We'll kind of have to see how it goes.
Other planets. Who knows?
Yeah,
Where this could go.
Yeah. Take it wherever.
Take it wherever it can go.
Exactly. Well, Gus plans to move to Mars eventually, so we'll probably have to do it.
That's
I have
awesome.
that same ambition.
Bobby loves that stuff.
Space is my shit.
Tony's here.
Wait, yes.
This
Hi,
is
Tony.
This is Tony.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. You just pretty much made his entire life.
Maybe.
Say hi to him right now.
Hi, Tony.
I hate
Hi,
you
Tony.
all.
What if I just keep saying Tony?
That works.
He's gonna get more and more excited that we might have to end this early if that happens. He has a list of questions. He has so many questions he wants to ask you.
questions.
Just pick one.
I
If you
feel
don't
a
go,
little
I'll
nervous.
ask. I'll ask.
Okay. How do you like doing the voice acting for RWBY?
It is a dream come true. I've been following Rooster Teeth since I was 14 years old, and I've always been a very big fan of Red vs. Blue and all the shows that they've been making over the past couple of years. And to get to be a main character in one of their biggest series right now is I can't even wrap my head around that.
It is amazing.
awesome.
For anyone who hasn't watched it, it's fucking cool. I really enjoy watching RWBY.
I also just think voice acting looks like it's so much fun.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It is.
I can
and
see you getting so animated, Barbara.
I try. Well, technically, I am animated.
Technically. Boom. Hi-yo.
It's a very different experience. I've never done it before doing it with RWBY, and I think it's a ton of fun because you don't have to worry about what you look like. And that's always a big concern for a lot of people in acting of what is their face doing? What weird hand motions are they doing? And with voice acting, nobody can see you except Miles and Carrie.
Do you find yourself, while you're doing voice acting, though, do you actually find yourself kind of taking on character traits from the character in the show and acting it out as you're doing the voice?
Not really. I kind of just go crazy with it. And if they modeled Jane's actions after what I did in the booth, she would be very weird.
I highly doubt that.
Hands on the hip and head shaking and
And really big anime eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So kawaii.
So, Barbara, as you said, you been with Rooster Teeth kind of since you were 14. So that's your 10-year anniversary. I guess you said that was this year. What made you like want to sign up on that site and then where'd you go from there to really how did you what was your biggest step to get where you kind of were today?
Oh God, if I could figure that out, it would be cool. But I signed up when I was actually 15. I was watching since I was 14, but they all came out with the community site in 2004. But I signed up because I just loved Rooster Teeth and I loved Red vs. Blue and I wanted to meet other people who loved it. And there's something weird about the RT community where everybody is just so fucking welcoming and awesome, and I can't even describe what that phenomenon is, but I went to a fan event in Toronto in 2005, and that was really the first realization I had where it's like, these people are better than my real friends. Like, I created such a bond and such a connection with these people over the internet, and it's like, it's hard to describe that to anybody who hasn't had that experience of what that's like.
Right.
Yeah.
And the nerd community is very close-knit, even online where you can't really know anyone, but it is a very close-knit community.
Very, very close-knit. And so, yeah, I spent all those years just bonding with the community and following Rooster Teeth along where they were going, and I was just passionate about it. And I didn't really do anything with the intention of getting a job because never once did that cross my mind growing up. I never thought they would hire me or be able to hire me because I lived in Canada, for one thing. So I guess that passion just really showed through, and they wanted to hire me because of that.
Well, that's awesome. That makes it even better, I bet. Yeah. If
it's like it's really fucking exciting.
Yeah, not expecting it, not even trying to get it, and then boom,
bam, you got it.
You got a job there.
Hey, look at that! Tomorrow you start Monday.
It's hard to explain that to people who are just like, "How'd you get your job?" And it's like, well, they actually just pulled me.
I didn't try.
Me out of the crowd,
I didn't have to try very hard.
Any effort in whatsoever.
I followed them and I liked them. We became friends, and that was that.
That's something not a lot of people know.
Progression.
All right,
that's awesome.
Well, I know you're down there in Austin, and that is like, this is Bob, by the way, but that's like my #1 city to travel to in the U.S. I've never been.
I really want to go there too.
And just the music scene and the film scene.
And the steaks.
And the steaks, my lord.
But
don't forget about that.
About 10 steaks a week.
When I go on travels. When I travel the globe. But really, what I want to know is are you plugged into the Austin film scene down there? Because film is kind of my thing, and like my bucket list is like going to the Alamo Draft House and seeing like a button-umathon there. So, I mean, how plugged in are you to the film scene down there?
It's getting better and better for me with the film scene. I was never a big movie person growing up.
Yeah.
Just, I was interested in other things and was never a big movie buff or, studied film or anything like that. But being in Austin, it's hard to avoid, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying because the Alamo Draft House is so awesome, and that's really made me more interested in movies and more into the film scene. Also, just being part of Rooster Teeth and being in the film industry in general.
Yeah, and there's so much talent down there.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely a booming industry for film in Austin. So you would like it a lot.
I've got to get down there.
Book the flight now.
I hear a good time to visit is August 7th to 9th, 2015.
This is true. For anyone who doesn't know, that's RTX 2015. Everyone's like, what?
We'll make a trip. We'll make a collective
Very
trip.
specific dates.
Why?
Do you think you guys
too hot that time?
So do you think you guys are going to be more in the movie scene with Lazer Team when that actually comes out?
I think we hope so. I know Bernie and Matt have always been film guys, and like Lazer Team is the first opportunity they've really had to show those skills. So I guess we'll see how Lazer Team goes and how the response is once it's out, and go from there.
We're excited for that.
Yeah, that seems pretty cool. Because I mean, how much did you raise for it?
$2.4 million.
Yeah, I mean that's incredible.
Holy
so you know
crap.
that, I mean, with all those supporters, what was it, over 30,000?
I think the exact number was 35 or 37,000 people.
Wow.
See, that right there shows you that people are already excited.
You made the
about
right
it,
choice 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I just want to touch back on what you said about, communities and creating bonds with people, because some of the best people that that I'm friends with, I've met through online communities, and that's actually how I wanted to, because I want to do what you do, basically. meeting people and being in communities made me want to do community management. So I just like appreciate you for that, and I think that's awesome. I kind of have a funny question. Do you guys ever think about like, would you ever hire to expand the cast of anything?
Just plugging herself out
Because
there.
I'm funny, I swear.
I don't know if you guys, or if how obvious it is to, I guess, the outside world, but Rooster Teeth doesn't tend to hire just talent.
Yeah.
They hire people who have skills in certain areas. I'm obviously not saying you don't have skills in these areas. A lot of people come to us and they say, hey, I'm a voice actor. Can you guys hire me? Or I act. Can you hire me? And that's not something we ever hire someone for at Rooster Teeth. We might hire them for a project or contract work, but people usually are, good in film production or marketing or business or accounting or something like that. And we hire people based off skills, and then naturally they fit into other roles.
Oh, okay.
Which is also, great advice for anyone trying to kind of get into that industry is, kind of, get skills in all the different areas. What did John always say about that?
The key, and Bernie always says this, is just make stuff. Just, create and do things that you like and develop your skills, and, you'll find something you like eventually.
That's very true.
I was looking there for Garrett. Me and Garrett have a coworker who says if you don't cross train, you're an idiot. So I was looking for him to say that, and
wow,
he didn't come out. Yeah, that's it. If you don't cross train your people, you're an idiot. That was big down in Panama.
Okay.
Nice.
a little fun fact.
Yeah. Well, me and Bobby, we also work in a film production studio, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we do.
We're big into film, so.
In New
film
York?
and digital media. No, we're in Baltimore, actually.
Oh, gotcha.
So, Barbara, I have a little note here that I think, I'm not sure how valid it is. It was something that you had been quoted as saying that it's estimated that only 25% of your job takes place in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help but to wonder the other 75%.
It seems like you're pretty busy in the public eye,
It's very hard to explain to I don't know if you guys know this. Our fan base is very split. There's the people who are awesome and appreciate everything we do and are very supportive, and then there's the other half that complain and troll about whatever they could get their eyes on. Really, you guys are on the good side.
Yes, score. We reached the top.
Well, you don't know what our comments are going to be later.
Yeah,
the anonymous comments on the podcast.
Right. God, this podcast sucks.
But especially when I see it on podcast videos in the comments, which I shouldn't be reading, but I do anyways. There's, some probably 12 or 13-year-old kids who are just like, Barbara's just there to be eye candy. She doesn't do anything at Rooster Teeth.
Typical statement towards a girl.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously you guys see the 25% that's on camera or that gets tweeted about or that that I do.
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah.
There's little things that I do. Like I spend probably half or if not more of my day answering emails from fans. I get the info email.
Yeah.
All of that. Answering questions on the website. I do all of our ads on the website as well. Any sort of imagery that you see on our site is probably put up by me.
Oh, wow.
I work with our PR firm on anything that we do with press. Any sort of marketing and publications and stuff like that I do as well. It's a big job. A lot of it is very public, but that's okay. Because if it was, then that would be more scrutiny and, difficulty.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice to sometimes not have everybody know everything you do.
Exactly.
Right.
And kind of going along with that, this is kind of on a more serious note.
Ooh.
But
dun, dun, dun.
I know we have Kay here. And she's a woman, and she's active in the gamer community, especially. And she, goes to conventions and just being kind of in the public eye like you are. I'm sure you've seen and heard about it, but Gamergate going on. Has any of that directly affected you, or we're just kind of wondering because for a person like you who is in the public eye, and people can say that you're just eye candy on a show, but they have no idea of what you actually do. And what goes on behind the scenes that you put all this work into. So I was just wondering, what is your stance on that?
I'm lucky in the sense that I haven't really seen a lot of issue from it personally, just because I am a gamer, but I'm not public about it, and I think I avoid a lot of maybe hatred because of that.
Sure.
You know, I think this tends to be more towards women who are very open about their gaming and being gamers in the industry. I know a lot of my fellow female coworkers have experienced some issues with it, which I feel terrible about, but I kind of tend to keep a lot of my opinions and stuff off of social media, just because of my position at Rooster Teeth.
Right.
And I know that I want to avoid causing conflict within our community, but it's a terrible thing that women have to go through this, and that anybody has to go through this, really, because it's like, it's games. Why can't
Right.
Just play some fucking video games.
Exactly.
Have fun.
That
and
should
just
be,
fucking play the game.
that should really be the comment that you make. Just to everyone out there, just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself, and like, who cares what other people are doing? That's been my stance in life in general. It's like, just be yourself, enjoy what you're doing, and the people around you. Who cares what other people enjoy or what they want to do with their time in life? That's their life.
Yep.
That's
Exactly.
great. I didn't want to make it all serious on the podcast.
Well,
but,
you just did.
I know. I'm
Yes,
sorry,
well, you
guys.
did.
I just really wanted to hear what you had to say about it, and thank you for talking about it.
Of course.
Yeah, that's amazing. Speaking of like going back to like you saying like all the behind the scenes things that you do, you said like you answer a lot of emails. Like I can only imagine that you probably get quite a few emails. Like, have you ever gotten like some like really ridiculous one? Like any ridiculous emails? Like
Any
like,
that stick out that
like
funny
like,
story.
Who's send me your nudes, Barb?
Thankfully, I don't get emails like that because I think a lot of people don't know that I'm the one who answers all the info.
Right.
I think, let's see, if I had to break it down,
Well, they know now.
I'd
Sorry
probably
about that.
say
I'm gonna edit it out.
75% of the emails are people asking for jobs,
Really?
Wow.
and about 74.9% of those are people from the ages of 10 to 14.
Oh, the
Live
little
in the
little
UK.
ones,
Um,
the little tykes.
Okay.
and let's see, and 10% are people asking if they could visit the office or get a tour, that I have to tell them no, sadly.
Aw.
And then another 10% are people trying to give the guys ideas for Minecraft Let's Plays.
Well, there goes our next question.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Now going
No,
back
I'm
to
just
the
kidding, I'm just
going back to
kidding.
the private
That's
tours,
actual-
what happens when you've been on a podcast with a group of people? And
Is there an exception to the rule?
Can we bend it a little?
We'll see. We'll see.
I got a question about the internet box. I know you guys stopped and you did your last 3 episodes to try and win the award this year. If you do win, do you think you guys are going to do more of that to see if you can win again just with a minimum?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, please do.
No, I'd be for it. I think just doing the weekly podcast was getting very difficult for us, just because all of us have things going on, especially me, Michael, Ray, Lindsay, Carrie, everybody here at Rooster Teeth. We have a very busy schedule. And I mean, the other guys do too as well, but they had a little more free time than we did.
Obviously.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I think we like getting together to do a podcast every now and then. So if we're able to do that to win an award again, some stupid shitty award that doesn't.
Oh.
No, it's an award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
An award
awards.
is an award.
Yeah.
Is Michael as aggressive as he seems online?
Oh God, not at all. Michael is one of the sweetest people I know.
You would have no idea.
He is from
But he
Jersey. He
does,
has to act like that.
He definitely doesn't put up with people's shit. Like if someone is just being a fucking idiot, he will flat out tell them.
sounds like me.
I guess that's the Jersey
Yeah,
in
it's
him or
a joke.
something.
But no, like if you ever see him with Lindsay, you could really see how sweet of a guy he is and how caring he is.
No.
And he's a great friend. I've been friends with him for about 4 years now, and yeah, he's just always been a great friend.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. It's all about friendship.
Friendship is magic.
Friendship.
Friendship is magic.
Friendship is magic. There should just be a meme with like Barbara's face. Friendship is magic.
And then a gleam.
Like a rainbow coming out of her head.
We don't want to like hold you up or anything because we just had one more question for you. We have done an episode a long time ago where we all discussed like some of our like favorite games, like current and in the past. And I was curious, Barbara, what did you have a favorite game growing up or a favorite game right now or both?
I will answer both.
Yay!
Awesome.
Generous God. I'm just kidding. My favorite game growing up was Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Great pick.
Nice.
Quality.
Hell yeah.
And my reasoning for that, not only is
Tony
it
has hard eyes right now.
Yeah. Tony's heart is beating out of his fucking chest right now.
Never doing this podcast again.
Yeah, he's quitting after the day. No, that's awesome.
it was the first game I ever beat on my own, and I know that sounds weird, but I was very young when that game was out.
And the water temple is a fucking achievement.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Difficult. And it holds up really well, too.
Very
But
nice.
my favorite game right now is, it's going to sound lame, it's Smite.
That's the one. It's
That's-
like the first person PC, right?
We're playing it right now, actually. We're doing an inter-office tournament in Smite. You might have seen on the Let's Play channel.
Oh,
let's check it out.
What is it? I gotta look at
It's
that.
like the MOBA, I believe, is the
Love it.
Bobby loves it already.
I'm on a team with Meg and Ashley, and so we've been everyone in the office has been practicing a bunch, and I've come to really enjoy it and like crave playing it and seeing it in my dreams and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot.
So the rest of the office needs to watch the fuck out because Barbara's coming.
I used to fake sick from school when I was in high school to play MOBAs at home. like people would mod games and make their own. It was great.
Yeah.
One of our other episodes is about our favorite characters of all time. Is there any character that you can say is your favorite? Just off the top of your head, who you like the
We
most?
did like a top 5, but
Out of anything in the world.
Probably Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons.
Nice.
nice.
Awesome.
Very
She
cool.
just like came. She
Yep.
didn't have to fucking
Perfect.
think.
Perfect.
Ralph. Bam.
It's like, I eat the purple berries.
Oh, great.
That is an amazing way to end this podcast. Barbara,
Thank
thank
you for that
so
sound
much.
clip.
And thank you so much for being with us, Barbara.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. When when Steve got in that line at New York Comic Con to meet you guys, it was
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it.
It was
We
very
thank
worth
you
it.
so
We really
much.
appreciate it. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
And maybe we'll do it again sometime.
yeah, it'd be
We
great.
would love that.
We
Yes.
yeah, we would love that. Tony will be much calmer next time.
He won't at all.
He probably won't at all. Yeah.
I'll just drink a little. We'll be fine.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks, Barbara.
My pleasure. Good talking to you guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Tony, has your heart calmed down enough to continue?
I might need to go to the bathroom for a few minutes.
Bathroom. You need to go
Wow.
take some alone time for 4 to 5 minutes.
Alone time.
You have
Not
2 to
in this
3
bathroom.
2 to 3 minutes for a human needs break.
Just tell him to go the fuck outside. So that was Barbara Dunkelman from Rooster Teeth. Again, we have to thank her so much for being on the show.
Yay.
That was a lot of fun.
She was great.
She was funny. She was funny.
Hopefully she'll come on again.
Well, we can only hope.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. No, but I know there was something else that we've been dying to touch on lately.
Yes, we've been really wanting to talk about this one subject.
Marvel whipping its penis out and waving it in our faces, and we loved it.
And say, here it is, world.
Take my money. Take all
How
of
do
my
you like
fucking
the
money.
boy?
Obviously, they're
And we
talking
said
about
we
all
liked
the
it. Not one movie,
not one,
not two, not three.
We can do this the LeBron way, or we could just say it's 9 movies.
nine
Right now.
movies.
Nine
In the next
Nine
4
movies.
years.
Phase
Holy
3.
shit.
Phase
So much.
3. Which
mean,
one
when
are
you-
you most excited about? You
Guardians
guys?
2.
That's
That's
the
it. That's
question
all I
going
care
around
about.
on the
Guardians 2.
Guardians
She's
2.
excited
I mean, how
That's
can you
where
not?
I'm gonna say Captain America: Civil War. I'm really
Well, I
excited
think
about. I
that's
would
what-
say Age of Ultron because of the
You really can't
the
judge
teaser
any of these
trailers,
picks.
but
You can't.
Can't.
it's not easy. It's not easy to just.
It's really
you know,
not, because I couldn't answer it.
I can tell you right now, it's Infinity War Part 2, because
Yeah.
that's going to bring in
That's true.
everybody.
That's gonna bring in- are you
and
ready?
I still think Spider-Man's
Spider-Man.
coming
Well,
back.
I mean,
yeah,
that's
I agree with
that's
Bob.
also the talk too. is
I
that
think Spider-Man's going to show up before that.
He might.
it would be awesome, but like,
Well, the thing is, like, I mean, I think the thing is with him is, I know he's contracted to play Spider-Man 2 more times, right? I don't
Yes,
think,
and
it's
Andrew
all the
I
way.
thought it was only one.
I thought
I
it was
think
2
three
because I
movies,
thought
right?
he was going to be in Sinister 6. How are you going to have that movie?
I had
without
read
him
that
in
he
it?
was going to back out after the 3rd movie.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now I've also read that
But
the
the
whole
thing is-
Spider-Man universe is like Venom's done. They're not doing Venom now.
Yeah.
They might do Sinister 6, but now they're turning all their attention to an all-female Spider, like all the female
Right, because
Spider-Man.
that's like the thing right now, the
codename
Spider-Verse.
Ceiling. But they want to have like Black Cat, Spider Woman, fucking what's the red one? I don't even know. Silk something. Silk Spectre from the Watchmen, but whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, my thing is that like Andrew Garfield had his contract with Sony to play that character, and I think the 3rd film was coming out 2018. Wasn't it like 20? Isn't the third?
2018 was
Yeah.
the third one, or
Yeah,
it might
right?
be like Sinister Six then.
Because
So
Venom
let's-
Carnage is. Yeah.
I mean, but think about it. 2018. That's when the Infinity Wars come out.
Okay, but here's the thing.
You know,
Here's
so
the
I'm
thing.
so I'm wondering if there's a secret something that's
yeah.
going on between
Well, no,
Marvel
would-
and Sony.
If anything, he would come in Civil War because
He would have
played
to.
he played a huge role in that. But
Black
now they're
Panther's
saying that
playing a
Black
role.
Panther is going to be the Spider-Man of that series.
That kind of.
Where
I mean, that's
he
that's
doesn't-
fine.
That's-
But
yeah,
let's
I-
face it. Like, give the fucking people what they want, and
I
put
think they
Spider-Man
are.
in
I
there.
think they are.
I think they are
if
too.
you notice
but I'm just
Kevin
cur-
Feige's language at the event,
Yes, I read.
and he
I was
said-
reading about that too.
They
yeah.
asked him about Spider-Man, and he said anything that we didn't specifically reveal today is either not true or
Hasn't been revealed
hasn't
yet.
been confirmed yet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I just don't think it's.
I don't think he would have said that.
It's in the works. You're thinking that it's possibly
He didn't
in
have
the
to
works.
say that as big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's in the works.
We
And I
know it
think
is,
that
though.
it's probably going to happen before, I would think before, maybe Infinity War Part 1,
Yeah.
and then he fight. But I don't think it's going to change. I mean, I think Sony's going to have to completely change their plan. Recast Spider-Man entirely.
Yeah, I would love
Which they've
Garfield.
done before.
I
I
love
would love
Garfield,
Garfield to
too.
be him, but
Yeah, I would too.
Recast it entirely and bring him out, but I don't think it's going to be like Spider-Man is now Marvel's property. They'll probably loan him out because who
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
want a
what I'm
piece
thinking,
of
too.
the $10 billion
yeah.
that those movies have made?
I do.
You know,
Can I have a piece?
there's too much money to be made for it not to happen. You know,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kay, how do you
exactly
feel about? Well, I guess let's say Captain Marvel is going to be a very
Yeah.
big superhero,
is
Yeah.
woman,
big.
female superhero.
first
Even though
female.
Captain Marvel was a man and then just became a female.
Wait,
Not
is-
became. It wasn't like
Oh my
Captain
God.
Marvel
What are
was
you
like
asking?
changed.
Something changed.
the first sex change superhero. No,
is Wonder Woman
I think it's
coming
awesome.
out before that?
Is Wonder Woman coming out before?
I think
Did Marvel
I
like
think
one up
anything
and
DC
say,
at this
"Fuck
point
you,
is
we're
just
gonna put
irrelevant.
I don't. Yeah, right.
Marvel was just like, hey,
But
DC,
everyone made this big deal when
Right in your mouth.
Wonder Woman got announced, and everyone was like, Wonder Woman's the first superhero that's going to come out led by a female and like a female director, and now Marvel's like Captain Marvel. So did they just be like, well, piss on you, Wonder Woman. We're going to
Right.
bring out
They
Captain
said
Marvel.
pissed, like I just said, they pissed on DC.
Yeah, they- I
DC
mean, they
saw
kinda
that
did.
announcement was just like,
Like, oh,
How
I have
do
to
you-
go.
How do you like the boy?
I need a
See, what's
new
funny
pair
is
of
like
shorts.
what's funny is like at first like DC released all of these release dates, but with
Yeah.
no movies attached
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
They
And
had
Marvel's
like,
like,
they had
okay.
Batman versus Superman and
And
Wonder
they had a
Woman, and
private
that's
meeting with
fucking
their
it.
shareholders to announce the movies. Nice.
Yeah, way to keep it professional,
But, Kay,
guys.
why'd you say Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Because I loved Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Because the first one's so
Like,
good.
are you anticipating
Fucking
something
Rob.
particular that they're going to bring into it, or like characters? Or...
It's just as
Just
awesome.
Groot again.
Just
Yeah,
Chris
she just
Pratt.
wants Kurt.
She just wants to see Chris Pratt.
I'm looking,
Shirtless
I'm looking forward to
hopefully.
the Hulk being in Guardians 2 because I'm pretty sure that's happening.
I want to see like romance between him and Gamora.
I want to see that too.
Not like
Who doesn't?
Not like scenes, but I want them to,
why
you
not?
know,
Well,
because towards the end,
it's
you
rated
know,
R that
she's
You don't want to see the green titties?
Yeah, I want to see the green titties. We had
Hands
the-
raised.
I want to
your
see
hand.
Baby
That's
Groot
that
like
one.
grown up. I mean,
like a
do you
casually
think
like
he'll still be a baby?
like going through like adolescence.
Yeah, I want to
and,
see
like,
teenage Groot.
No.
I'm wondering.
that.
I want to know
I'm
if
wondering
Groot.
if they'll be so in the future that
like
he'll
when he
just
hits
be Groot
puberty, he's at his
again.
first leaf or something. Like
I want to know if Groot's gonna come back and be Groot because I said this way back when Rocket was so like broken up when Groot died, and he
Still had
obviously
the
knew,
stick.
but he obviously knew that Groot would regrow because he planted him.
Right.
But is Groot gonna come back and be Groot,
The
or is
same
he
Groot.
gonna, or is he gonna be a different Groot? Like just
Yeah.
you know.
He's not gonna be I am Groot.
I
he'll
think
be
it was just
I
he
am
was so
Groot.
sad that he like.
Yeah, I don't know how
Literally
that
blew
works.
up.
I don't know how the Groot biological
Yeah, I
things
got
go
nothing.
on. You know.
Yeah, I got nothing on that. I don't know.
No,
It's,
that
he's-
movie was just so fucking good. I'm so
he
ready
is
for a
Groot,
second
so
one. Like
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm definitely ready for
I
the
think
second
once
I
it
want to
gets
see it in 3D
closer, I'm gonna be
again.
like,
and,
But Civil War.
Civil War
is
is
up
going to be
there.
amazing.
I think
I'm
never
gonna say
read
it
He's gonna
right
die
now.
at the end of that though.
That's
so.
just
Yeah.
gonna. I just think it's
Spoiler alert.
the only thing that I said that like because
Kinda.
Civil War in the
Kinda.
comics led up before that it was Secret Invasion. That's when the Skrulls
Yeah.
attacked,
Right.
and then so that's how Civil War
when the
started.
squirrels attacked.
Skrulls.
The squirrels.
Yeah,
they're
there was a
actually
whole
squirrels.
attack of
It's
the
actually
Skrulls.
the Skull starring Joshua Jackson and Paul Walker.
Freaking laser beams
you remember that
attached
one?
to their heads.
But obviously they couldn't
remember
go
that.
that route
love
because
Paul
Norman
Walker.
Osborn kills the main Skrull and
Squirrel.
we don't have him.
That's
And this-
girlfriend.
Squirrel friends are the best friends.
So I'm curious how they're really gonna like. I guess Ultron is gonna be the thing that leads to Civil
Well,
War.
it's just like all the other comic storylines. They kind of borrow from the basic structure of these stories, but they change.
Right? No, I know, and not that I can't be bothered by that because they'd have to do Avengers Secret Invasion and then bring in the Skrulls but they can't. Like I said, if they followed it,
They're just kind of skipping right through.
yeah, they're just kind of skipping it and saying, hey, the Skrulls is going to be Ultron. So.
Right.
And now I want to know what the hell's going to happen. It's not like they're going to stop making movies in 2018. So it's like, what the hell's going to come?
I think it's going to be a whole new Avengers team. You know, I think they.
And then
What
that's
if
going to
they
be
just
a.
introduce a whole new.
I think
like
it's
that-
gonna be-
characters like the Guardians.
And that could be like a phase 1 to a whole new.
Because there's been so many
cinematic
Avengers.
universe
There's been
of
the
things.
new
Like
Avengers.
Inhumans.
There's been the Secret
Yeah,
Avengers.
yeah.
There's been. I just think they're going to bring in this because, like, Wolverine's been on the Avengers. I mean, there's been so many.
Wolverine's been in everything.
But I know, but like, I mean, like,
As he should
War
be.
Machine has been in, like, Beast is an Avenger. The
man,
Thing is an
Logan.
Avenger. So like,
Yeah, did you guys hear about that? No, she just reminded me of that.
What do
like,
you do?
like I had heard something. I'd read something that like they were
Logan.
that they're possibly making. Yeah, she goes, "Old Man Logan."
oh, I didn't.
No, but they like I did hear that
Like
they
an
were
old
supposed to
worker
make that
song,
into
you
a
know?
movie.
I bet you'll get
That would be.
Once
I
Hugh
would-
Jackman,
I would
Hugh
fucking
Jackman
love
turns
that.
like 60
That's
and
what
they
I-
recast him.
That's
Exactly what I
exactly
said to
what he
him.
said.
Just have
They
him be
just
Wolverine.
whip that out on
Take
us.
10
like,
years
"Er."
off.
Like he's
Well, there's
still ripped
that.
as shit when
There's
he's
also
72.
those 10 new 2015 like teaser things that they released, and Old Man Logan was
Yeah.
one.
Yes,
And all those all the things in the teaser,
Here,
they
hang on,
basically make a movie.
Let's
out
do it
of.
one more. Do it one more time.
Like, do you just imagine like an old worker song, like picking the act?
Yes.
Oh man, Logan.
Breaking the chains.
But it's his claws like.
just his claws.
No. His claws don't come out for like 10 years.
But
I think the Inhumans are
end
gonna
it
what
does.
moves on from
Spoilers.
phase 3 into
Spoilers.
phase 4 because there's gonna be so many characters that could be Inhumans at that point, and that's their
That's
answer
true.
to mutants
Yeah.
too because they can't use mutants.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
I am excited
so
for the new
stupid.
X-Men though. The Apocalypse.
Apocalypse?
It's gonna
Yeah.
be
That's too
so
far down the
good.
road for me.
It
to
is so
worry
far,
about right
but
now.
I can't wait. I
Ever
love it.
since Marvel released all those other movies.
Did you?
Box
Anybody else see
I haven't
the?
wrapped my head around them yet.
Anybody else see the concept art of The Rock as the Apocalypse?
No, but that sounds
Pretty
awesome.
fucking sweet.
Really?
Does he have a
Like
fanny
someone
pack?
did really good. Like no, it was just like a.
But
like
he's
a
not going to
upper
be able
body.
to do it.
I know,
'cause
but I'm
he's
saying
fucking
it just
black
someone
hole.
did it like
Not
really
black
good.
hole.
Black Adam.
Did you say
Black
black
Adam.
hole?
Yeah, Black
Black
Adam.
hole.
It's like Black
People?
Bolt. He's
Black
Black
hole.
Adam.
Black hole.
He's playing the black.
Oh, that's what I meant to ask you guys about. Adam Warlock. Because if
Oh
they're
yeah.
because
at
if
the
they're
end of
gonna
Guardians, yeah.
well,
Or
his
the
cocoon
cocoon,
has
yeah.
been in Guardians, and someone said they saw it in Thor, but I didn't see it. In
I'm not
Thor.
gonna. Well, it was more so at the end of Guardians, but I had
Yeah.
to like look up it because I honestly did not really know.
But his-
because of course when I saw the movie, I wanted to look into a bunch of the Easter eggs and stuff, and
Yeah,
that was one of them. I was
and,
like, I'm that's a character I didn't really know anything about.
Beta Ray
He's
Bill
the
was in
guy
it.
that gives. He gets like. They give him the infinity, like the soul gem, right? They give him, and he's like the guardian of the soul gem, and his cocoon's in the universe. So you gotta figure he might not have his own movie coming out, but he's got to be a part of something.
something intertwined somehow.
Guardians too, probably.
When you think about it, they really only released the titles of the movies. We don't know anything
That was-
about
yeah, that
like
was
what could
enough.
possibly
Yeah,
happen.
that
like
was-
you
For me,
never
that
know
was
what can
enough
happen.
for
It's exciting.
Yeah, it's really crazy to think about.
Garrett was actually out of the office when that all started happening.
Yeah, I
and I
wasn't
was
even
just like,
near a
oh
computer,
God!
You should see the text. It's just like kept
Yeah,
coming. I was
and
like,
Zach was just sitting there like, what's going on? And I was like, Garrett needs
I had to
be
like
here. Why
scroll
isn't
up. I
Garrett
couldn't
here?"
even catch up. I'm like reading it, scrolling
You're
up.
like,
and,
oh my god, oh my god,
yeah.
oh my god, oh
I
my
was
god.
see,
so
like-
mad that Garrett had left that day because I was like, Zach, if you had left, me and Garrett would have just like said, fuck it, not done any work for the remainder of the day, and broken this shit down.
Started our own.
We would have had
website
Marvel
about it.
plotted out through like 2040 till the day we die, and then we're like, all right, now we're
It's
satisfied.
like, all right, now someone else can do it.
I was thinking about is when you said you'd like to see Marvel do TV shows because me and him and everyone have been watching like the Arrow and the Flash that just started,
Yeah.
like how DC has all of them.
I actually heard the Flash is very good.
It is.
I
So
have heard it
is
too. I'm still
Arrow,
trying to
too.
catch up.
Arrow's
for
really good.
Arrow's
Gotham sucks.
fucking.
I haven't
crazy.
seen
Well,
that
they
yet.
started.
I've only seen like the first 3 episodes now. Unfortunately, I
I was
haven't
going
been
to
able to
say
catch
that
up on
Marvel's doing the whole Netflix deal. They started filming Daredevil.
it. Yeah, and I've been hearing a lot of cool shit about that too.
Yeah,
That's
look,
going
I
to
mean-
turn into the Defenders too once they get through all 4 of those.
But
Yeah, that'd be
the
cool
thing
if
is,
they
I wonder if they'll bring it
shows,
outside
yeah.
of Netflix. Like if they're doing Iron Fist, Daredevil, and Luke Cage.
And Jessica Jones.
Yeah. So,
It'd be sweet.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's exciting. I think it's just to come out of nowhere with that, it's just like pretty nuts. Like I said, it's not like
Is that
you
such a
revealed.
random?
I didn't
It was
even
at
know
a
they were doing
random
an
day at a
event.
random
Yeah.
time too. Yeah, I had no
Until I
idea
just
either.
saw.
He's texting me like, "Oh my god!" Just like giving me all these movie names.
I just
I'm
went
like,
on
"What?"
Facebook
like a
and saw
fucking
the logo
hurricane,
for
yeah.
Infinity War, and I was like, "What?" And then I hopped online, and there's like Kevin Feige, and the reason I keep saying whipped out his dick, I read this great article. I sent it to Garrett. I don't know if you read it.
Well, you told me about it.
I saw this great article, and it was this story about a guy who back in the day apparently was a TV star, and he had this legendarily long penis. And this guy who used to talk about him in like articles and stuff, or on podcasts, was like, "Wow, I'm actually speaking to this guy, and I used to write about his penis. I'm speaking to him now."
He used to write about his penis.
Yeah, so he actually brought it up to the guy as he's sitting there, and he's wearing
His
a little
penis?
bathrobe. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, I don't know, but I used to write about your penis." And the guy goes, "Well, have you ever seen it?" And he goes, "No." And before he could even say, "I don't really want to," he whipped it out. And the quote from this article is, he laid this anaconda on the table, and he looked at me and said, "So what do you think of the boy?" And the reason he was telling this story in this article was because he's like, that's basically what Kevin Feige did, is he walked out on stage, whipped it out, laid it on the table, and said, "What do you think of the boy?" And the answer is, we really liked it a lot.
We want more.
That's a
Show
great
us
anecdote
more.
to end this on.
We have
That
buns,
is a
hon.
good way to end it.
We do have buns.
Thank you for the dick story.
Yes.
You're welcome. I'm always good for a good dick story.
Awesome.
Alrighty
Well,
then.
man, this was a fun episode.
Yeah.
It was.
God. Anyway, thank
Marvel
you
and
again.
Barbara.
Yeah,
That was-
Marvel and Barbara. What more do you need?
What? This is
every
our last.
man's
This could be our last
dream.
Really
episode.
Marlboro.
Marlboro. That's what-
Marlboro.
Barbara, feel free to use that
Marlboro.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Marlboro
say, it sounds like you say Marlboro.
Barvel.
one.
That's all-
And on that note,
God damn it.
Oh my
All right, we
gosh.
can't make this work.
yeah.
Just stop.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank
Hey,
you.
yeah, I want to
What?
say, write us reviews on iTunes. Tell us
what you
Tell
think.
us what you want to hear.
Yeah.
On all social media. Give us a follow.
Keep subscribing, spreading the word as always. We love you
Totally.
guys.
Don't troll us in the comments, though, because I'm really sensitive.
Troll.
Yeah, nothing negative. We don't like that. Okay?
Yeah,
You
just
can say it about
we're just gonna
Barbara.
delete it
You
anyway.
can say it about Barbara, just not us.
Yeah, just like Barbara. Fuck that shit.
Fuck it.
All right.
Thank
you guys.
you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Love you.